Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch WAJ24006 washing machine. There is also the sister model, the WAJ28008. The only difference is the spin speed between the two. So whereas this is a 1200 spin speed, the 28008 has a maximum spin speed of 1400. But for the purpose of this video I'll be showing the 1200, but all the other basically features between the two are the same. So really what I want to do is to show you around the machine, to show you some of the features and benefits that it offers. So I've got it plugged in, let's have a look. So first of all, to show you the control panel, on the left hand side here you've got the soap drawer, and I will cover that in a moment. But in the middle here you've got the control dial, and this kind of layout of machine Bosch have done for several years, and I must say it does work. A lot of customers do like the way these are laid out, with the display on the right hand side. You will notice that when you first turn the machine on, you have got a really nice red LED display. So as you go around the dial, then you'll see that you've actually got all the programs listed around the sides here. And on some of the other Bosch machines, what they have done in the past is to have say a temperature option and the spin speed. But really what they've done here, and I suppose really what they've tried to do, is to make it a lot simpler for people by having everything on the control dial. So you'll see here you've got a 20-degree program for cottons. You will notice there are a lot more lower temperatures, because on the whole people are washing at lower temperatures nowadays, really to keep consumption down, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But you will find that some of these programs, especially some of the eco programs, can look quite long. There is a feature on here, and I'll just cover this now. This is called Speed Perfect, and Speed Perfect as a whole is a fantastic feature. The main advantage, so if you're washing say a cotton program at 40 degrees, because I'd say that's probably one of the more popular washes, so a standard it would take 2 hours 59. If you press the Speed Perfect, then that reduces it to an hour and a half. So according to Bosch, it can knock up to 65% off the wash time. So clearly when you are reducing the time, then the actual wash performance might not be quite as good. But then if you're in a hurry, then that is a great feature. It isn't available in all programs, so you will find on things like the Eco program, then you can't enable it, because that's the whole concept of Eco, is that this will be a longer program. And I won't cover all of these because there's quite a lot to look at, but you have got the spin and drain, so these are always popular options. You've got the spin and drain at the bottom, and that's just a nice quick, say a 13-minute program. And you have got the rinse and spin as well. For some of the lighter loads, now the mixed load can be a popular option, especially as it reduces the time to an hour. The only thing to suppose make you aware of is that some of these programs are not for a full load. Now I'll just show you this. This is a sheet that comes with the machine, and basically what it's showing you, I won't go through all of it, but what it is making you aware of are the load sizes for each wash, because clearly on the display here it's not telling us what load we can put in. But what you will find is that things like the cotton programs most of those are 7 kilograms, but things like the mixed load will be a 4 kilogram load. The Easy Care, so some of the Easy Care programs as go around there, that's a 4 kilogram load. The Delicates and Silk, so that program there is a 2 kilogram, and the woolen one next to it, that's a 2 kilogram as well. Put my teeth back in. Very rarely say this, but I would recommend having a read through the instructions. Even the men can do it. I know that's quite rare to say, but just have a read through the instructions on how to use the machine and the load sizes to use, really, before you start using it. If you decided that you didn't want to read the instructions though, what you can do when you do select a wash, then if you just open the door, because at the moment it will say the time that's on the program, but if you just open the door, then what it will also do is it will show you the actual load size, so that's showing you a 4 kilogram, and you've all noticed that as you turn it round then it will alter and it tells you on the machine that it's 2 kilogram. So as you go to the right hand side here, first of all, so if I pop it back on the cotton program, what you can do is you can, if you press the spin speed button, then as mentioned earlier, this one is a 1200, and you can reduce the spin to 1000, 800, 600, 400 and even a no spin option. So if you don't want it to spin at the end of the program, then you've always got that option. You have got the finished in, so this is a time delay, so if you've got things like economy 7, or if you just want it to be delayed to finish at a later date, then you have got this option. It does go up to 24 hours, and this is a finished in, so it's not starting. This is what I do like about the Bosch machines, that if it's 12 o'clock now and if you know you want it to finish at 5, then you just put 5 hours into here, and the speed perfect I've already covered. You have got the start and reload button on the right hand side here, so clearly as it says, that's to start the machine, and the reload function is mainly if you've put everything in, press start, and before all the water comes into the machine, if you realise that you've got a sock that has got mislaid and you just found it, then you can just come and press the reload option, and clearly as long as there's not a lot of water in there, then you can just open the door and pop that in and press start again. What you've also got in this machine is the child lock option, and we'll see underneath you've got the little key symbol and it says 3 seconds. Basically what that means is you press and hold those 2 buttons for 3 seconds, then you get the little key symbol come up. And what this means is that you can move this around and it just stops little fingers coming and changing the programs. And then to enable that, or well, to take the child lock off, all you need to do is press and hold these 2 buttons again, and it gets rid of the child lock. So to open the door is very easy. You've actually got an indent in the top right hand corner of the door. If you do suffer with your hands, then this could be a good machine to pick, because it's nice and easy to open. And a couple of things I really like. First of all, you've got the door hinge that's in metal, and you've also got the door catch as well over here on the left hand side, that's in metal as well. And it's little things like that that I really like about this machine. You have got the 27cm porthole. One thing I really like about this machine now is that inside, in the drum, the paddles are actually part of the drum, so they are actually metal, and I must say it's a much better way of doing it. This range of machines, called the Series 2, have actually replaced, so these models, the WAJ, have replaced the older WAB models. And with those models, although they were really good, what you'll find is that the actual paddles inside were plastic, and although we very rarely had an incident where they would actually come off, but it does happen, especially if you're washing things like trainers. I mean, people do tend to put trainers and things in the washing machine, and things like that, or very uneven loads, can sometimes cause the paddles to break off. But clearly in this machine, you're not going to have that at all, because it's metal and it's actually part of the drum, which is brilliant. So just at the bottom right here, you've actually got access to the pump, and I won't undo this because there might be some residual water in here from when they're tested in the factory. But all you need to do is just turn it anti-clockwise to undo it. What you'll find is sometimes, things like this are called a coin trap. So if you have any loose change that's fallen out during the wash, then go and have a look down here, then you might be surprised to see what's down here. But it is a good idea to keep this clean, so I'd recommend probably once a month or once every couple of months to just come and take this out. Clearly only do it when the machine isn't in use, because if you do it when it's in use, then you might get a soggy floor. So just to show you the soap drawer, nice and easy to open, and this is a fairly standard layout for Bosch machines. So you've got the main wash, pre-washing conditioner, and conditioners in the middle there. And if you want to, you can take the soap drawer out. All you do is you press and hold the blue button, and that means it's nice and easy to come out. The best thing I'd normally recommend is to give it a really good wash is to take this, so remove the front part from the main part of the soap drawer, and then just give it a really good wash, perhaps pop it in the dishwasher and then put it back together, and then just locate it at the top there, and then it just pushes back in. So I'll just show you the energy label for this machine, and as you can see here, it is an A++ for the energy, which is brilliant. And as we go towards the bottom, you'll see they've got the noise level, so 52 decibels for the washing, 74 for the spinning, just proves it's a 7 kilogram load, and 9,020 litres per annum, so that's an average over apparently 220 washes. So I know for a lot of people, seeing around the back of the machine isn't too important, but if you are installing the machine yourself, then I just thought I'd show you around the back. First of all, you've got the transit bolts. So you've got the 4 transit bolts here, and these are imperative to take it out. So if you're installing it yourself, then make sure you take these out, because if you don't, and if you use the machine, then basically it will damage it, and that won't be covered by the 2-year guarantee that this comes with. So just really make sure you take those out. The other thing you've got, so you've got the mains lead that on here is at the bottom left, and you've got the waste that's also the top left, so that's a fairly standard length. Now with the machine you do get a new cold feed, that comes with it anyway. This is a fairly standard, it's around 1 metre in length, and that just attaches to the top right there. The other thing to point out, which I didn't mention earlier, is the dimensions on the machine. So as with all machines, it is a standard width, which is 60 centimetres wide, and the height is 85 centimetres high. But on this machine now, and because of this new design, then what Bosch have done is they've actually got rid of the lip at the back here. And I know again for a lot of people it's not too important, but I just thought I'd mention it. But overall, and even when you take into account the bulge of the back here to make sure you've got space for things like the pipes and the waste hose, then even by doing that, what Bosch have done is they've reduced the depth on the machine, and now you're looking around 54.5 to 55 centimetres for the machine, which is a big advantage because there are a lot of people that where these are going into smaller kitchens or utilities that are limited for space. So the design of the machine on the side is fairly standard for Bosch. This kind of pattern isn't just to make it look pretty, this is what they call an anti-vibration design on the side, and when you combine that with the Eco Silence drive, that's the kind of motor that Bosch use, then basically when you combine these two technologies, then it can make for a very quiet machine. If you are thinking of buying one of these machines, either the 1200 spin version or the sister model, the 1400 spin, then I have provided a couple of links below to show you where to get them at competitive prices. I hope you enjoyed the quick video on the Bosch WAJ24006 or the sister model, the 28008 washing machines. Please give us a thumbs up, click subscribe on a YouTube video, and leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video, what you thought about it, and also if you've got one of these machines, or if you're thinking of buying one of these machines, then leave a comment as well, because if you have got one, then let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching.